Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students, in this class we will continue accounting terminology in the part second. In part first, we have discussed that business transactions, account, capital and drawing. As on the revision, meaning of drawing, those amount the proprietor by withdrawal for his personal use, it is called a drawing. Next, capital, those amount a proprietor investment in the business, it is called a capital. Next is was on account. All the posting are individually, we have to be each and particular column, it is called the accounts. Business transactions, those economic transactions we have to be done for the maintaining the economic equity, it is called a business transactions. You have to be studied that all the monetary terms is known as business transactions. So now today we'll start our next accounting terminology. Topic is liability. Liability, it's referred to the amount which the firm owes to the outsider. Those amount are due to the outsider, are paid to the outsider, it is called a liability. By the Finner and the Miller, liability are debt. They are amount owed to creditors. So liabilities is the debt, those amount are paid to the creditors. And the liability are categorized into two types of liabilities. First is there internal liabilities and second is external liabilities. Internal liabilities, those liabilities are paid for the inside of the firm, due to the inside of the firm. Just like for a proprietor liabilities, the firm will be involved accumulated profit. My dear friends, the firm, organizations and the businessman, both are a separate entity, both are a individual, both are a separate. If the firm are gaining a profit in the business, so this one profit are distributed among the partners or distributed among the persons. So those are on another firm. So accumulated profit, or if the partnership firm is there, so the partners are investment the capital, that time he will receive interest on capital. The firm will pay interest on capital. It means the capital will be inside the firm, the profit will be inside the firm. It is called the internal liabilities. This point is clear. Next is external liabilities. Those liabilities are fell down of the outside of the firm. It is a example of creditors. I will explain the meaning of creditors because the newly word for to all. Creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, short-term loans. So these liability are paid for to the outside of the firm. It is called the internal liabilities. This point is clear. Next, now move to the next point. Liability are having a two types. First is there non-current liabilities. Second is current liabilities. So since non-current liabilities meaning is there, it's referred to fell due for more than the 1 year. This liability are paid for fell due to the more than 1 year. It is an example of long-term loan. Or we can say a debenture. It is a new word for to all. Debenture. Long-term loan and debenture. So non-current liabilities meaning is those liabilities are fell down more than the 1 year. It is a time period, long-term loan. And second is current liabilities. Those liabilities are fell down for the within the 1 year. Within 1 year, it means it's a word of creators. Creators means, students, you have any idea what the meaning of creators? It is a newly word. Creators means supplier. Those are a supplier of the firm. It is a responsibility. Liabilities are the name is responsibility. It is a responsibility to the firm. The firm will be paid to the creators. Suppose it a person is a A, another person is B. A are buying the goods from the B. A are buying the goods from the B. So A are buying the goods from the B. It means A are purchasing the goods from the B. So A is a liability that after the purchasing the goods, A will make the payment to the B. It is called B is called creditors. My point is clear. B is called creditors. Creditors means credit supplier. Creditors. So if the bought the goods by the B at on credit basis. At my first video, I have to be explain what the meaning of credit. Credit means udhar. If A bought the goods from the B at on credit basis, so A will make the payment to the B because B is a supplier of A. That time B will call the creditors. So creditors time period is 0 to 1 year. It means it is a possibility the A will make the payment to the B. So B is called a current liability. B is called a creditors. So after the liabilities, next topic is assets. Assets means it refers to the property of a business included the amount due to it from others. So since it refers to the property of a business, all the properties of a business is called assets. Property means plant, machinery, motor, and the furnitures, and the fixture fitting, and the electronic gadgets, all the things. It refers to the property of a business including the amount due to it from others. Those amount are due to from others. It means those amount is a pending. We see from the others. It is called the assets. Same thing. See the next example. If A and B, two persons are there. If A are selling the goods from the B on the credit basis, it means A are selling the goods to the B on credit basis. A will see the payment from the B after selling the goods. If the A are selling the goods on credit basis, that time after selling the goods, we will make a payment to the A. So it is called the assets of the A. It means selling of the goods is called the assets of the business organizations. So assets is categorized into two categories. First is their non-current assets and second is current assets. So students, meaning of non-current assets. Assets are used for the producing goods and services. It means those assets which are used for the goods manufacturing and producing the services. This type assets are bought not to be for the sale. So it is called a non-current assets. Examples is furniture. If the firm are buying the furniture from the market for the running its own firm, not to be sell the furniture, the firm will be earned from its own assets. If the firm are buying a machinery, so machinery uses for the manufacturing of the goods, not be for the sale of the machinery. That time is called a non-current assets. If a firm are buying the computer, so computer uses for providing the services to the consumer for the by the work in the firm. So computer is called a non-current assets. Non-current assets are categorized into two categories. First is their tangible and second is intangible. Tangible means those assets we can see or touch. Those assets are having a physical existence. those assets are having a own value. So it is example of machinery, plant, furniture, building, etc. All the fixed assets, those assets we can see or touch. It's a board, it's a tangible assets. It's a marker, it's a having a own value. It's a physical existence we can see or touch. And all the things, those have to be seen in the society. All the things is called a tangible assets. Same thing is intangible. Those assets we can't see or touch. We can't see or touch. We can feel. It is an intangible asset, just like for a goodwill. Both are assets are very beneficial for in the business and for us. Goodwill, trademark, good means reputation or the business or the businessman. Trademark, patent, and hologram, monogram. All the examples of the intangible assets. So, is the non-current assets. Non-current assets are divided into two categories. First, tangible, and second is intangible. I hope you are clear the meaning of the non-current assets. Those assets are buying for the manufacturing and producing the services. It is used for. It is called the non-current assets. Non-current assets, tangible assets, and intangible assets. Tangible assets. Those assets are having a physical existence, or we can see or touch. It's a tangible. Those assets we can't see or touch. Those assets not having a physical existence, we can feel. It is example of goodwill and the trademark. Next is your current assets. Those assets are cash or convert in the cash during up to the 1 year. I think my point is clear. Those assets are already in the cash and those assets are converted in the cash within the 1 year. So example is of the current assets. Example of current assets is cash. Cash is already in the cash. Bank not be taken a more than time for the converting into the cash. Bank and stock. Stock means unsold goods. Those goods are not sold after the year, after the financial year. It is called a stock. Debtors. Those goods we have to be sold on the credit basis. It means that amount will be recovered from our debtors within the 1 year. And short-term investments, etc. It is a current assets. So meaning is clear. Those assets are in the cash or convert in the cash within the 1 year. It is called a current asset. Example is cash, bank, stock, debtors, short-term investment, etc. So students, liabilities and assets I have discussed, and next topic is here. Next is expenditure. So expenditure means when we have to be expend our cash or wealth for the earning of, for the gaining of assets, goods and the services. Now let's see the meaning. Any disbursement, it means paying of cash. By paying of cash or transfer of property or incurring a liability, it means increase by the liabilities by the way of loan. Why we have to be taking this thing? Why have to be payment of the cash? Why have to be increase the liabilities? Why we have to be transfer the property? For the purpose of, a main purpose of acquiring assets, goods or services is called expenditure. By the any disbursement of cash or transfer of property or incurring liabilities for the purpose of acquiring for the getting assets, goods or services is called expenditure. So students, it's the meaning of expenditure. The expenditure are categorized three categories. First is your capital expenditure, second is revenue expenditure, third is deferred revenue expenditure. So capital expenditure, students, capital expenditure means any expenditure which is incurred in acquiring or increase the value of a fixed assets. When the firm has to be expend the amount for the incurring the capital for the increasing the fixed assets. Before this topic, I will discuss the meaning of fixed assets. So, when the company has to be expend the money for the acquiring the fixed assets. Fixed asset means when the company has to be bought a machinery, furniture and plant and building. One more meaning is there for the expansion of any assets or increasing of any asset. Expansion means increasing with development of building, expansion of business, expansion of building. When the organizations have to be paid for the amount, it is called a capital expenditure. Next is revenue expenditure. For maintaining the revenue, point is clear. Capital expenditure, when we pay for, we have to be start the earning, we have to be start the revenue. But by the revenue expenditure are paid for the maintaining the revenue. It means revenue we have to start by paying, after paying this expenditure, and we have to be start the earning after paying the revenue expenditures. Just an example of wage, salary, commission, rent, or those expenses we have to be paid for maintaining a revenue. Example of salary, wage, rent, etc. These are all example of revenue expenditure. Next is deferred revenue expenditure. So it is a nature of revenue nature. Those expenses are paid in the current year, but it is beneficial for the several years. I have example. Suppose the firm are paying 1 lakh rupees as an advertisement. So these 1 lakh rupees for the advertisement the firm pay, but these 1 lakh rupees are not to be written in a financial year on the single financial year. It means these 1 lakh rupees are beneficial for the several years. It means suppose the firm has to pay 1 lakh rupees for the 5 years. So we will divide 1 lakh rupees divided by 5. It means 20,000 rupees each year. We will post it in the profit and loss account. There is a new name for you, profit loss account, and remain 80,000 we will transfer in the balance sheet asset side, and each year till the 5 years we will post it in the profit loss debit side 20,000 rupees for the each year till the 5 years. It means those expenses if in 1 lakh we have to pay in a current year, but these expenses are utilized, are beneficially for the firm for the several years. So it is called a deferred revenue expenditures. So 1 lakh divided by 5 is equal to 20,000 rupees per year we have to be transferred in profit loss account, debit side. This means it is a topic when we have to be start the numerical question. So in the maybe this topic in a class 12, different during expenditure, that time I will explain more than what about the different during expenditure. It is enough. Those expenses are paid for the current in the current year, but is a beneficial for the several years. So it is a meaning for the different during expenditure. So today I will explain in this video class what the first meaning of liabilities, second is assets, and third is expenditure. We'll continue in the third part for the capital receipts and revenue receipts and expenses and income. Thank you, students.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.